Yeah, paristv here. Welcome back to my channel. We're back with another video. So today we are going to talk about what I have learned from QuaranTEACHING. So let's jump into it. First thing that I've learned from QuaranTEACHING is that this battle is not completely ours. So we have to learn to use our resources and rely on each other for help. This is not a time to feel like you know it all or that you have it completely figured out, because this is completely new to us. Some people may have strengths in different areas, and during this time of teaching online has really shown me that, we all need each other, and that, we have to rely on each other in different ways, because I may have a weakness where someone may have a strength, and then I might have a strength where someone has a weakness. So working those kinks together has really helped during this time of QuaranTEACHING. To also go with that is that you can't feel defeated. So I know that from teaching a lot of structure. So when things don't go your way, or you don't have all the answers, is that you cannot feel defeated. You just have to keep moving, because that goes hand in hand with relying on your resources and your coworkers and the people around you. Because I know that when I first started teaching online, it was just like a lot of unknown things and a lot of things I had to figure out, and I felt very defeated. I did, but with the people I have around me, the teachers I have around me, I was able to figure out a lot of things. One thing that was really hard for me to let go was letting go of classroom norms. So, and it's still a struggle. So for me, I think my school has, we have 4 more weeks left to school, including our finals week. So letting go of classroom norms has been very hard for me. It has been a struggle, understanding that things are not going to be the same as they were in the classroom, because I have so much control to an extent, right? So for instance, I have kids, and something I keep complaining about is that kids come on and they're still laying in the bed. What you have to learn is you have to learn to take your wins, right? Because the fact that the kid is there versus the kids that are not showing up at all. But it's not a norm for the kid to still be laying in bed or in their PJs or wrapped in their blanket, you know what I mean? But you have to learn that, hey, the kid is here, the kid is present. Let me just take that for what it is. So adjusting your classroom norms has been very hard for me throughout this span of QuaranTEACHING, but you have to learn to adjust what your classroom norms are online. They're going to be completely different from what they were in the classroom. At least from my experience, it has been completely different. It has not been anything like my classroom will be. The kids that are there are the ones, they still have to have the basic norms: be respectful, be on time as much as they can. Don't really talk as much because they're pretty much on mute, and even when they're off mute, they act frantic, like they don't know how to socialize online. It's so funny to see, but have really learned to change my online norms from my classroom norms. That is that student success is completely up to the student. We teachers are here to help promote growth, to do what we are supposed to do on our behalf. But I think the biggest thing is that students have to be present. They have to be responsible for getting the work done. They have to be responsible for getting the lesson. So student success is completely up to the student. It falls on us, but it also puts so much on them to be successful as well, because we can only do so much through the computer. And along with that is that student success is also up to the parent as well, because if the parent isn't pushing the student doesn't want to do it, then the parent also has to continue to push the student, because if the student doesn't want to do it and then the parent isn't pushing them as well, then there isn't going to be a lot of student success. The student and the parents have to get involved in the rest of this approach to teaching online, because it's hard to just rely on the teacher to make sure kids succeed. It is a collective effort between the student, the teacher, and the parent in order to make sure that these kids are excelling. And then another hard thing that has been to grasp is that I can only do so much online. Is that as long as I'm showing up and I'm making sure that I am here and present for the kids, I'm learning that is the biggest thing that I can do right now, because trying to control so much is just unrealistic. It's not plausible to the situation, because it's so much going on. And then on top of that, you really don't know what these kids have going on behind closed doors, what their issues are. And then I personally feel like Zoom is very invasive. We're in each other's personal space, and it can be very awkward. It can be very personal, you know what I mean? A lot of the kids don't like it. A lot of us teachers don't like it. So, like I said, you can only do so much. And as long as you're showing up and you are just finding ways to make sure that your kids are showing up, I mean, just being present is just important right now. And that has been hard for me to grasp. It's just making sure I'm here, showing up, and being present for the kids. And stop trying to control so much, because it's hard. It's just hard. You just want the kids to excel. You want the best for them. And it's just hard when you can't really push them the way you want because of the environments that we're all in right now. So everyone is pretty much downhill from now. Either you have a month, 2 months, whatever the case may be. But, we're making it. We're almost there, you guys. Just keep the hope. Just keep pushing and being present for your kids. All I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.